Friends, recently Maharashtra SET paper is out, and today we are going to discuss what will be the expected answers of Maharashtra SET paper 2 English. I have a set C. Let's start today's video. In set C, the first four question is based on the reading comprehension, and they gave the passage on the Waverley. It is a novel actually, which is written by Sir Walter Scott. Okay, the first question is what makes Waverley visit the Highland? And the correct options of this answer is option B, his romantic disposition. Question number 2, who saves Waverley from going to prison? And the right answer of this question is option C, Rose. Next question, question number 3, what did the success of novel Waverley do to Scott's career? And the correct option is option A, he turned decisively from the poetry of fiction. Question number 4. The meaning of the word anonymous is, and the meaning of the word anonymous is unknown origin, means option D is the correct answer. Question number 5. What is the main motive for research? And the correct option is option D, study for more knowledge. Question number 6. Salman Rushdie's the Jaguar smile is a travelogue. Option A is a correct one. Question number 7. V.S. Naipaul's novel The Mystic Major is set in Trinidad. Means option 1 is the correct answer. Question number 8. Which of the following poems was not written by John Donne? And the options are the good morrow, the definition of love, and a hymn to a Christ. And the correct option is option C, the definition of a love. The definition of love, this is a poem which is written by Andrew Marvell. Okay. Question number 9. From the following list, select the author who commented critically on the limitations of Indian scholarship on classical drama of India. And the correct option is option C, Henry Wells. Question 10. The number of the cardinal vowels as devised by Daniel Jones is, the correct option is option B, 8. Actually, cardinal vowels means when we pronounce the vowel, at that time our tongue position should be on the front or on the back, not on the middle. Okay, now question number 11. Liberal humanism sees the individual as, and the correct option is option C, that is unified and self-determining. Question 12. Who wrote Literature and Dogma? The correct option is option A, Matthew Arnold. Question number 13. Who is the author of the book India Recalled? And the correct option is option C, Cornelia Sorabji. Question number 14. Edward Said talked about Orientalism. Option A is the right one. Question 15. The word sing song is an example of a reduplication. Option B is the correct one. Question number 16. In which play did the French dramatist Jean Anello modernize the Greek myth? The correct option and correct answer is option C, Antigone. Question number 17. Studying a text without taking into account any outside influence is one of the main features of formalistic criticism. Option D is the correct one. Question number 18. Critically analysis realism, which of the following terms suggests not simply that text come to a literal close, but that their normal design or narrative movement constructs a position for the reader that reinforces a dominant view of the world? And the correct option is option A, closure. Question number 19. Spenser's Epithalamion is a wedding hymn. Option C is the correct. Question number 20. R.K. Narayan's first novel Swami and Friends was published in 1935. Option C is the correct one. Question number 21. Cornelia Sorabji and Sarojini Naidu were prominent poets in public life associated with freedom and politics during the British rule. Option B is the correct one. Question number 22. Adopt, adapt, and adapt are phrases in post-colonialism. These are the phrases which is used in the post-colonialism. Question number 23. Who wrote the biography The Great Indian Way, A Life of Mahatma Gandhi? This is written by Raja Rao. Option B is the correct one. In question number 24. In John Dryden's essay on dramatic poesy, who represented Dryden? And the correct one is option C, Neander. Neander is himself John Dryden. Question number 25. My mind, my soul grow longer than all space. Time founders in that vastness glad and nude. These poetry lines were written by option C is the correct one, Sri Aurobindo. Question number 26. In which among in which among the following the author is replaced by the reader as the central agency in criticism? And the correct option is option C, post-structuralism. Question number 27. Select from the list the title of the book by Edward Said which discusses the relationship between imperial culture and development of novel. And the correct option is option D, culture and imperialism. Question number 28. In which city was James Joyce's novel Ulysses published on 2nd February 1922? Actually, the correct answer is C, Paris. Actually, this is a novel which is set in a Dublin, but it is published in Paris. Question number 29. Milton's Paradise Regained is a sequel of A Paradise Lost. Option C is a correct. Which of the following word is an example of blending? Option A, smog. A minimal distinctive unit in the sound system of a language is called phoneme. Phoneme is also known as phoneme means smallest unit of a sound is known as a phoneme. Question number 32. T.S. Eliot's first play was option A, Murder in the Cathedral. Actually, Sweeney Agonists. This is a play, this work written before the Murder in the Cathedral. But Sweeney Agonist, this is an incomplete work. And first complete work, that is Murdered in the Cathedral, means first complete play, that is Murdered in the Cathedral. Question number 33. The conjunction of neither nor is an example of. The correct option is option A, syntactic negation. Question number 34. The term foregrounding is associated with. Option B is the correct one, the Prague School. Question number 35. Which foreign publishing house first published Tagore's translation of Gitanjali? And the correct option is option D, Macmillan, London. It is Gitanjali published in 1930. Question number 36. The words, an architect by profession, he gave to his novels a design that was a architectural employing each circumstance in the narrative to one accumulated effect speaks volumes of the craftsmanship of, and the correct option is Thomas Hardy. Thomas Hardy is very well known novelist in the Victorian age. He is the Return of the Native is one of the famous novels, that is which is written by Thomas Hardy, and Wessex is a imaginary place. His novels means Thomas Hardy's novels situated in the Wessex. Question number 37. Who succeeded Wordsworth as the poet laureate? And the correct option is Alfred Lord Tennyson. Question number 38. The theorist who discusses about actual reader and implied reader. And the correct option is Wolfgang Iser. Wolfgang Iser was the first person who talked about the actual reader and implied reader. Question number 39. Jacques Derrida draws attention to the necessity of borrowing one's concept from the text of a heritage which is more or less coherent or ruined. He argues that therefore every discourse is a bricoleur. Question number 40. Who among the following poets wrote the poem entitled The Brooklyn Bridge? And the correct option is Hart Crane. Question number 41. Mary Shelley's novel Frankenstein is an example of a Gothic novel. Means option B is the right one. Question number 42. Sir David Lindsay's satire of the Thry Estate is called as a morality play. Option D is the correct one. Question number 43. The Japanese film version of a Macbeth done by Akira Kurosawa was titled as option A, Throne of Blood. Question number 44. In the sentence, the man who won the Nobel Prize is an economist. The underlying linguistic unit is a or an. It is a relative clause. This is the first time. This is a question on clauses. Question number 45. Who said the modern Western world is the grip? Who said that the modern Western world is the grip of so-called discourses? And the correct option is B, Michel Foucault. Question number 46. Frederick Jameson's view that third world exists are necessarily national allegories has been critiqued by Aziz Ahmed primarily by which of the following arguments? And the correct option is option A, the non viability of a homogeneous notion of the third world. Question number 47. Longinus on the Sublime is written in, it is written in epistolary form. Question number 48. Appeals to the Christian public is a, this is a work which is written by Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Option B is the correct one. In which of the following, question number 49, in which of the following novels does the character of Lovelace appear? Lovelace, this is the character, appeared in the work Clarissa. In the work Clarissa means option B is the correct one. Question number 50. J.M. Synge is known for a paganism in his much discussed play. And the correct option is option A, The Riders to the Sea. Question number 51. Who attributes his novelistic negotiations of tradition and modernity to the double burden on the shoulders, the Alps of European tradition and the Himalayan of many Indian past? And the correct option is Raja Rao. Question number 52. The touchstone method was introduced into literary criticism by by Matthew Arnold. Option A is the correct one. Question number 53. In Foucauldian understanding, power is. The correct option is option C, a productive network that runs through the whole social body. Question number 54. Richard Hogarth is associated with. Richard Hogarth associated with cultural studies. Option D. Question number 55. Beauty is in vain their pretty eyes may roll. Charm strikes the sight, but merit wins the soul. In which canto the rep of the lock do the above lines appear? In canto number 5. Means option A is the correct one. Which was not the early English history play in the following list? And the correct option is option C, Ralph Roister Doister. Question number 57. Louis Montreux's essay Shaping Fantasies. Louis Montreux's essay Shaping Fantasies is a fine example of a new historicism. Option A is the correct one. Question number 58. Influenced by Sassar in understanding language as a system of structured difference, Lang signifies. And the correct one is option number 1, specific utterance that individual deploy in everyday life. Question number 59. Philip Sidney's Astrophel Stella was written in the year, that is 1591. Option number B is the correct one. Question number 60. In which year was Tobias Smollett's novel The Adventures of Roderick Random first published? And the correct option is 1748. Question number 61. Which of the following explains exploratory research? And the correct option is option B, the causes of a social and economic phenomenon. Question number 62. Who employed a technique, a poetical prose in his work Confession of an English Opium Eater? In Confession of an English Opium Eater, this is a work which is written by Thomas de Quincey. Question number 63. Who has penned the novel A Few Green Leaves? And the correct one is Barbara Pam. Question number 64. When did Arun Kolatkar publish his masterpiece Jejuri? And the correct option is 1976. Question number 65. In the phrase a cup of milk, the relation between cup and milk is a, the correct option is option A, paradigmatic. Question number 66. Which of the following plays is labeled as a domestic tragedy? And the correct option is option D, Duchess of Malfi. Question number 67. Structuralist criticism is influenced by the ideas of Ferdinand de Saussure. Ferdinand de Saussure's idea influenced the structuralist critic. So option D is the correct one. Question number 68. In 1954, the first foreigner to be accepted as an Indian citizen was, and the correct option is option B, Warrior Elven. Question number 69. Raymond Williams' Culture and Society, 1780 to 1950, catalogues 5 key words that bear witness to a general change in ways of thinking of life, the social, political, and economic institutions, and their relations to learning, education, and the arts. These are, and the correct option is option D, industry, democracy, class, art, and culture. Question number 70. The term simulation and simulacra was associated with, and the correct option is option C, Jean Baudrillard. Question number 71. All sounds of English are articulated with, and the correct option is pulmonic egressive air stream mechanism, means option B. Question number 72. In which year did the British Parliament introduce the Drama Reform Bill in order to strengthen the native tradition of the British drama? And the correct option is option B, 1832. Question number 73. Exploratory studies are appropriate for some persistent phenomena like, and the correct option is option B, sickness of a social institution. Question number 74. Jonathan Swift's Battle of the Books is an satire. Option C is the correct one. Question number 75. For the deconstructionist meaning result from, and the correct option is option D, the interplay of word used and not used. Question number 76. Jawaharlal Nehru's Glimpse of World History has written serially in the form of letter to his daughter Indira, means option C is the correct one. Question number 77. Caste hierarchy and gender hierarchy are the organizing principles of the Brahminical social order and are closely interconnected. The conceptualized term for exploring this relationship as used by feminist historians like Uma Chakravarti is a Brahminical patriarchy. Option B is the correct one. Question number 78. Nityanandan's P.M. Nityanandan's novel Long Long Day is a campus novel. Long Long Day is a campus novel, means option D is the correct one. Question number 79. Who is the narrator of Browning's poem My Last Duchess? And the correct option is option C, the Duke of Ferrara. Question number 80. A woman is not born but made. It is said by Simon de Beauvoir. Option C is the correct one. What should the researcher primarily do for formulating a research problem? And the correct option is review of relevant literature. Question number 82. Niraj Chaudhary's The Autobiography of an Unknown Indian is dedicated to his. The answer is option A, Memory of the British Empire in India. Question number 83. Who is the first American dramatist to ever receive a Nobel Prize? And the correct option is option B, Eugene O'Neill. Question number 84. Which of the following ages does Pope belong to? Alexander Pope belonged to the neoclassical age. Option C is the correct one. Question number 85. Vowels of English are produced with open approximation. Option number C is the correct one. Question number 86. Eugene O'Neill's play on the psychology of colonialism and imperialism is Emperor Jones. Silver bullet. He died with a silver bullet. Emperor Jones. Question number 87. The concept of a negative capability is said to have been coined by John Keats. Question number 88. Mahatma Gandhi set to the task of making himself an English gentleman in London. Option number A is the correct one. Sorry. Question number 89. Scholastic, familial, religious, publishing and distribution, cultural, information and news, etc., and their various associated institutions comprise in Althusserian theory is, means Louis Althusser's theory. Which is the Louis Althusser's theory? Option C, ideological state apparatus. In the essay Ideological State Apparatus, Louis Althusser talked about ISA and RSA. Okay, question number 90. Frantz Fanon's Rest of the Earth is about. Frantz Fanon Rest of the Earth is about the post-colonialism. It is about the post-colonialism. Question number 91. What is the main object of fundamental research? And the correct option is option D, to advance the frontiers of knowledge. Option D is the correct one. Question number 92. Who wrote the Jungle Book? The Jungle Book, it is written by Rudyard Kipling. Option B is the correct one. Question number 93. Salman Rushdie's novel Shame is written on the political situation in Pakistan. Actually, when he wrote a novel Shame, his life was turned. His life was changed, actually. We can say that. In question number 94, who among the following poets wrote when lilacs last in the duriad bloomed? And the right option is option B, Walt Whitman. Question number 95, a WH question in English is spoken with a falling tone. Option A is the correct one. Question number 96, who is the author of Theatre of Hindus? And the correct option is H. Wilson. Question number 97. Myth criticism is associated with North of Fry. Michael Foucault, Dr. Samuel Johnson, and J.C. Ramson. These are the wrong options, and the correct option is North of Fry, option A. Question number 98. A self willed girl who attended London and Cambridge universities for 3 years and came without a degree and later became a famous poet. And the option is Sarojini Naidu. Question number 99. Sorry, because I in my question paper there is some fault, that's why, but I will tell you the answer, and the answer is option A. 99. Question number 99's option is question number 99's answer is option A, Robinson Crusoe. And the last question, question number 100, green studies is another name for eco criticism. Question number option number A is the correct one. So these are the expected answer key. So I hope your all answers are corrected. All the best for the result, for your result. Very soon I will upload a video on the expected cutoff of MS SET 2024. And for the UGC NET June UGC NET exam, I will start the regular lecture series on history of English literature, cultural studies, and criticism. So stay tuned, like the video, subscribe the channel, and please press the bell icon. Thank you.